Behringer have been at it again with yet another affordable synth, sister to the Crave, this time dressed in their mother's finest purple frock. So what is it? No less than a semi-modular, 2-oscillator analog percussion synthesizer with 8-step sequencer. How does it sound? Stay tuned to find out. Hello you beautiful people, Jason here for Thomann synthesizers in the beautiful West Country of England. I hope you're all doing well. So let's have a quick rundown of what we have here. Essentially, there are 3 parts to this synth. The sound engine here, which is 2 oscillators through a filter here, noise generator, some very simplified envelope generators, and your output. Then you've got the sequencer, which is an 8-step sequencer with velocity, which can be clocked to MIDI, USB, internal or external via the patch bay. The patch bay at the top there has a smattering of patch points there to allow us to do things that you can't do there, or patch into other gear. So let's have a listen. Oscillator 1 is switchable between square and triangle. Frequency goes up to dog level and down to the bottom of the garden. The envelope part deals with pitch envelope to the frequency. So disco toms, it's got you covered. And also Tigger. And then the level. You can select whether or not oscillator 1 and 2 go to the pitch aspect of the sequencer or just oscillator 2. Anyway, more of that later. Envelope generator, just decay for the pitch envelope, I think. So that's basically oscillator 1. Worthy of note, of course, is hard sync, which synchronizes the oscillators together. So if you change the frequency of oscillator 2, you can create some really interesting waveforms. VCA, very simple, fast or slow, and decay. Noise generator, pink or white. Pink's one of my favourites though, listen to this. Very well used in 70s ambience. And sci-fi. And it's good to put you to sleep. Not in a boring way, in a nice way. Okay, the filter is also quite interesting. Let's get rid of that. Obviously, I was already playing with the filter, so low pass, resonant. Need some reverb and decay on that one, of course, and envelope. So as you can see already, it can do some pretty interesting stuff. There's also another interesting little feature here. This little chap does something quite interesting. It actually allows you to use the noise generator as a modulator to the cutoff frequency. And it sounds a little like this. However, we're going to jump to the patch bay before we get to the sequencer, aren't we? If you patch in oscillator 1 as a modulator to the VCF mod, that allows you to change the frequency. Actually, let's turn it up. get all sorts of crazy stuff. Anyway, I'm getting ahead of myself. That's a cheeky little post. We haven't even got to the sequencer. Stop. Calm down. On to the sequencer. A simple 8-step sequencer with a velocity control for each step, allowing us to just select one. Let's go back to the beginning. Okay, let's turn the crazy arcade off. So the sequencer, as I said, you can sync it to MIDI via the MIDI socket here. You can use the USB to sync it to your DAW, or you can use the internal sequencer or trigger it via your external sequencer, whether that be part of your modular rack or an external sequencer. On to the small but perfectly formed patch bay there that's already allowed us to do such cool things. Probably best just play now, shall we? Oscillator 1 set to triangle, not pitching at all on the sequencer. Instant disco. Okay, let's start patching some stuff in. Okay, so if we go pitch into VCF mod, which obviously remembers this very well, so we can do something interesting, is if we get the envelope from that adjusting the noise level. Let's see what that sounds like. Very rhythmic. White noise giving it a bit more high frequency. Let's keep it low. Let's high pass. Okay, so performance tool. What else are we gonna do before we? So oscillator 2. The decay of the amplifier. That's where mutes come in handy. So, what do you think? Is this beast worthy of your hard-earned readies, or would you spend a bit more and get something a bit more predictable? However you look at it, this thing is rather interesting and will add a certain splash of randomness to any of your tracks, even if you end up just taking it and creating your own sample sounds, because this is quite a powerful synth. So, as always, thank you very much for your time. Please consider subscribing if you don't already do so. Ding that notification bell. Hit the like button, share with your friends, and until the next time, keep it close to the edge.